Hello?
We have an unidentified object.
Yeah.
Third phase of moon. We have an unidentified object. Transmission completed.
Doing a double check. Third phase of moon. Blake Cousins here. Am I coming in clear?
Yeah.
All right,
you're
are we on?
better. But it was a joke.
No joke here. Had to reboot the whole system.
I have a lot of military flying over me. You know that kid and his dad that you had on YouTube about the little shaped stars? I seen the exact thing. I took a video of it. I didn't get a good shot of the video, but I was chasing the thing.
Really?
And I go, look. Yeah, and I go, look, UFO. And there's this one picture or video I have on YouTube.
We have an unidentified object.
It's like, I want to say, oh my God. It's like a piece of metal flying.
Well, what's the name of
And
the
I'm
YouTube channel?
Orb pictures. I'm getting these orb ones, these little circle ones. And I also got a green one that the military had chased away, and I got a picture of that, but just up on the underside of it. You know, as you're looking up.
What's your YouTube channel?
Pardon?
The name of your YouTube channel is?
Tracy1Me.
Oh, Tracy
number
or
one.
Tracy?
Tracy.
Tracy Morgan?
1Me. Number 1, and then ME.
Okay, yeah, we'll take a look. You mind if we share it on Third Phase?
I don't mind.
All right, cool. You know what? Stand by.
I just don't know what's going on. Okay, it's like somebody said, once you see an alien or a UFO, you always will see them. Why is that? Why is that? Why is this happening?
That's a damn good question. You know, I wish I had the answer. You know, you know, I really don't.
Everybody's gone crazy, and then when I show them the pictures, they you know, are apologetic somewhat, you know.
Yeah.
But they still don't believe it, that they're out there. I have military flying over me right now. Because
what do you think they
seen...
want with you? Why are they flying over your place?
Because we had a UFO over here. It was green. And then the green little object, it stopped, and you could see the lights under it.
Was it, do you think it could have been some kind of drone possibly? You know, green is a...
No, this thing disappeared. I just started laughing when I was taking the video, and I go, yeah. I go, they're still hunting for that UFO. I go, they can't even find it. And I was just, you know, still taking the film. But it's dark out, and you can barely see it on my camera, on my phone.
Yeah. Okay, where exactly was this and when?
San Bernardino. Near the shooting.
During the shooting?
Near the shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was about 4 days ago I seen it. Remember right after you aired the little kid and his father? 2 days after that.
Wow. You know, that is weird. You know, I got to say, Brent, any comments? You think the San Bernardino UFO, a few days later now, a bunch of military over? I got to feel military's all over that place just because what went down. You know, Brent, any opinion there?
Like, you know, I just find it curious. She mentioned in her statement about once you see a UFO, basically it's a starting of something more. Because we've had many of other sightings, other people that have submitted videos. Then it seems to mean that we get multiple sightings afterwards from these same people. It's amazing. There's a correspondence going on with your first sighting that seems to keeps the action going.
Well, you know, let's get to some more action right now. Let's go back to 214, see if we could reconnect.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, hey, thanks for joining us. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys. I'm
right,
Sergio.
Hey, you got a UFO sighting you want to share tonight?
Well, I got an experience I would like to share about.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
I'm Sergio. I live here in Dallas, Texas. And, like, ever since I was little, I had my experiences when I was little. Like, I don't think it's more like alien abduction or anything, but I had my experiences where, like, I felt they were here. I mean, I know they communicate, like, telepathically or something. And they, like, 2 or 3 times a year, they'll visit, like, come visit and stuff. Like, it's not, like, very often. But I live so close to the Lafayette airport that ever since they made the airport more bigger, they have more airplanes coming in, that there's less contact over here. But I've had my experiences and like I was hearing one of the videos you guys posted a while ago about the guy, the lady that was talking about the Guardian.
Yeah.
I remember the name Guardian when I was astro traveling. Astro travel.
Chalice. She called in Chalice. Yeah, her name was Chalice. Called in last week. Her face was bitten off by a dog. Her father was murdered in front of her eyes by apparently people that worked at Area 51, and the body was never seen again. Her story was quite incredible. We invited her to come back on, Chalice, but what's the correlation here?
It shocked me because I've heard the name Guardian when I was astro traveling. Like because I'm religious, I'm Catholic, but I have when I'm praying or something or deeply meditating or something, the name Guardian came in, and he said he was the gatekeeper to a doorway. I'm not sure where doorway it leaded to. It was just a keeper, and he said he would protect me or something. And I remember, it's just weird because ever since I was a kid, weird things happen. Like I had when I was, I think, around 14, and I was with my mom, and I was crossing the street after I came out from a doctor appointment, and a car hit me that was coming 40 miles an hour, and I didn't even die. I mean, the car hit me, and I went over it, but I just had broken leg. That's about it, but nothing seriously happened to me. I mean, I feel like I was saved for a purpose. I'm not sure what purpose. And then
I would have to say that broken legs are a serious thing, though.
Yeah, and then I had last year, I had something. I was about to go to sleep, and there's this heavy sleep just fell over me, and it was it's like aliens took me into another where they were, and they showed me stuff. And I don't know why they showed me stuff. Their ship, I could see the inside of it. And they show you how they can, I don't know, bend space and something. They can go fast to their planet and back. I mean, I saw things, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, idea of how they call it, what is it called? The organ energy they used to create storms from it was an old YouTube video that I was watching. And
HARP? HARP, sir?
HARP. I'm not sure which one was it, but they used the organ energy to create storms and stuff like that.
Wow. Mm. Yeah, sounds weaponized weather for sure.
And I tried the project for a little. I tried and I made a few projects myself, but nothing ever really got into it. And then after a while, I don't know how I knew, but I don't know how I gained that ability or something, that I can change weather. I mean, they told me I've mentally heard it or something.
Hold on a sec. You say you can change the weather? You can?
Yeah, I can.
Wow.
I mean, that's amazing. I'm not sure if it's a gift they gave me. I've learned it.
Hold on a sec. Sergio, right?
Yeah.
Sergio, wow, that's proof is in the pudding, man. proof is in the pudding. I'd sure like to see that. And definitely, if you could, where are you now?
I'm in Dallas, and I've already changed it to the point where it's going to rain tomorrow and probably snow on Monday. And I'm like, that's amazing. And the only explanation I can get that's helping me trying to do this on my conscious level, that's probably mentally or whatever, because I think probably like extraterrestrials know how to manipulate the atmosphere that they created, the El Nino that's still going. I mean, how do you explain it's going every single day? I mean, ever since the whole year. And then here in Texas, where I live, we have a weird thing that's happening that almost 2 or 3 times a day there'll be an earthquake, like small earthquake tremors. And like geologists and people from the colleges who study on that, they don't know what's causing it. And I find that weird. I mean, it's like the whole year we'll have like 2 or 3 tremors, like a magnitude like a 2.7, 2.8, or a 3. It's been happening here, and I find that all that weird.
Sergio, if you got if you're the weather summoner, I've never heard of the weather summoner, but there was the Indians that did the Indian dance that would bring in the rain. There's a lot of, it goes back thousands of years where they worshiped rain because of the crops and people needed to eat, and without rain, crops would die. So if you could prove to me somehow or another, prove it on video, get back to me, Sergio. Sure like to see some of that evidence. We're going to look at the Texas update. We're going to have to get some other callers. Go ahead.
What I've learned about that is like it's not much of the dance, the ritual they did. It's like they were in communication. It's like when you learn how to connect with the energy, because I've learned how to connect with the physical energy that lies within our body. That actually I've learned to the point where, I've done stuff that even scares me sometimes. But in Texas, it could be raining one day, snowing one day, hot one day, all in 1 week. I mean, it's weird.
Brent has a question for you here. Brent, what was that? Go ahead.
Yes, Sergio, thanks for coming on the show. It's people with capabilities. It's quite awesome. We here at Third Phase Moon like to really jumpstart people and showcase their talents to the world. Is there a place where you could make a place and time and we can announce it to the world and maybe draw a crowd over there, and maybe you could prove this to us and the crowd and the world around us?
Yeah, like a big rainstorm or something like that. Like tomorrow, it's forecast to be sunny skies, but Sergio comes along and says, no, tomorrow's going to be thundery and stormy and lightning because I'm the one that made it.
It takes time. It takes like 2 or 3 days. You have to plan it like at a time. You have to like.
Well, that's okay if it takes a few days, and if you could be better than weather, a meteorologist, Sergio. If you could be better than a meteorologist forecast, that's all we're asking. That's it, and then that's something big. But in the meanwhile, we're gonna get to some other callers. We got a lot of callers in tonight, but Flycatch, a guy in the flash chat tells Sergio, summon the rain clouds over Southern California. I think that's a great idea. Let's get to another call right now. Thanks for waiting. 660, you're live, Third Phase of Moon.
Hey, how are you? This is Savvy.
Hey, Savvy, welcome back. Merry Christmas.
Hey. Merry Christmas. Very Merry Christmas to you. Okay, so I don't know if you looked on my page at all.
Okay.
But before I caught that one video, I had seen something outside my window for like 3 days. So then I dug out my camera and started recording it. And it changes. I don't know how to explain it, but it will change colors. And, very fascinating thing. People tried to say it was Venus, but I assure you, if you look, you can tell it's not Venus. It's just very strange. But I wanted to contribute to the conversation about why are we seeing all these things in the sky? Why are they showing up? And my thought on that and my belief on that is because, Stephen Greer and Stephen Bassett and all of these people have been fighting for disclosure for so long. And I think it's gotten to the point where they are otherworldly brethren, realize that it's just not going to take place. So they're going to do it themselves. It's, because the system won't allow it because, they're not ready, they say.
I'm ready, and I know you are.
I've been ready, and I was going to tell you quickly, you were asking for stories. When I was recording, I was sorry to interrupt you, but I wanted to get this in quickly. When I was recording those things in the sky, not the first video you saw, but the other one, I was getting up early in the morning to do that, and one morning I woke up at 1:30. And so I went in to make a pot of coffee, and when I came back, I grabbed my camera, and I looked up at the time because I was going to mention it in the video, and it was after 4:30. So I wake up at 1:30, go in, make a pot of coffee, come back to start videoing, and it's after 4:30 in the morning.
But that's so weird. That's that sounds like almost missing time, possibly.
Missing time. Yes,
missing time.
And it happened to me once before in Arizona, but that was only an hour.
Doesn't that make you kind of wonder, like, where was I? That's, must be a weird feeling.
Well, it was kind of weird, especially going in to make coffee, because, I know I'm slow in the mornings, but come on now. I'm not that slow. But, no, that was kind of weird, but I would never, ever say that I was abducted, because that just for the simple fact that you cannot abduct the willing. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah. Well, if they go along willingly, so I don't know that you would call it abduction, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah. But check out this, especially like day 5, I think. After 2 minutes, watch it, and you'll see where it changes colors.
We'll definitely take a look at that. And
it's brilliant.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, right on. And very Merry Christmas again to you guys, huh?
Hey, appreciate that. Yeah, it was a good one. Definitely a great post last week you shared, and this whole holiday season's been just amazing. All everybody around the world just participating in this is just incredible and very humbling. And speaking with people around the world, just such as yourself, sharing UFO sightings, it's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. Really is.
What was your YouTube channel out real quick for everybody to take a look at?
It's on my name right there, Savvy Psychic Medium, one word.
Savvy Psychic Medium. Everybody take a look at that. We're going to be definitely keeping a close eye on that as well, because she's got her eyes on the skies and her video camera, which is very, very important. You know what? We're going to get another caller in before we get to our first break, but let's get our first caller in, 702. Welcome to the show. You're live.
It's me?
Yeah, it's you. Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas, friend. Happy New Year. It's Chalice.
Chalice. Oh, hey, Chalice, you're back.
Yes, and I want to thank you. I was so sorry I took over the show like that, but this time I'm going to just let you run it. It's your show. But
hey,
I want
Chalice,
to say thank you.
I appreciate that. Did you see what happened on the third phase of moon in regards to your story? I think over almost 81,000 views. Even people that have watched and listened to your story. That's people really were shocked when they heard what you've been through. Huh?
It's the time.
Yep, it is the time.
You're ready. You're ready. You say you're ready. I'm not afraid because I know I'm ready. But see, I thought about this, and I wanted this to be special because it's a Christmas thing for you, And everybody's ready for this. And there is a way to go, kind of like getting a key, and it's special. And Once you get that key and you start realizing you can control it, then you'll understand everything. But the amazing thing is you wanted the time. You want to go out there and you want an event. You just said it. You wanted that event. We all want that event. And if we did it, we could do it together and we wouldn't be afraid. But you got to really test yourselves because each one of us inside of us know what we can handle. And even after everything I saw, after 10 years of just pretending it wasn't there, scared when they came back. And it was a beautiful thing. They gave me gifts. It took me a long time to trust them. And when I did, I realized I was foolish, that there are really, really great things. And there's so much we're losing. And, I learned about the replicator. I kind of failed. I wanted, if I could build anything, I wanted to build a ship, everybody was saying food and everything, and I said, how about a ship? Oh, 4 hours. What? But that wasn't the question, Chalice. The point the question is, you want a replicator. What would you do with it? Where the world could win everything in seconds of the veil, and you could see the world. I said, what would it do? It could be like a pen. It could be a box. What do you want it to be? So I said, will you give it to us? And they said, yeah. And I said, well, how would I give everyone in the world one? And they said, a replicator replicates over and over and over. You get one, you get another, you give it to them. You don't question it, how they use it. But the thing is, it's all in your soul. It's deep because these people are they don't, talking is human. And there's sounds and motions and light. And when you send up, I'm afraid, they're afraid. But if you can stand there and not run in your shoes and you say, I'm ready, wait 30 minutes. You really want to challenge that? Are you ready? I thought about it. It's like you love Star Wars, don't you, Brett? Don't you love it? Star Wars is your big thing. There's more out there. You can have it all.
How do you know I love Star Wars? Did you hear me say that, or you just just knew that? No,
I've been seeing a lot of stuff. I just wanted to tell you that you're not alone, and everyone's not alone. That's the reason why we're seeing all this. It really is. This is it. You know what they say? They all say that we're all being watched and that we're the show, and they can't believe it. We could either go kaboom, and we decided not to. We won. We said, no, we're not going kaboom. We can handle it. We want to know there's more. God wouldn't let us just go this far to say, oh, the world's ending. But there's certain events, that we have to accomplish to prove to them that as a society and a human being, we can do this. And when we accomplish these steps, they give us so much more. And it's not because of religion. A lot of people say it's religion. It is, but it ain't. That light, all you got to do is like on, I don't know, when you felt the full moon, did you feel it? Did anybody feel the magic of that? It was like I started hearing from all my grandkids, all the artistic kids. They got up and started dancing. What did they feel? They felt it. Everybody was celebrating in the heavens and the stars. They were telling us that we did it. And we're ready. All right, so now we're ready. How do you want to accomplish it? So I thought about this. What can I give you? Because you love Star Wars. Standing in a bar, are you going to walk over just to the first entity or first person to see? We don't know what they are. I could describe each one that I know of. But every one of us, there's so many that there's going to be events that we don't understand. And this is where you got to say, love, hope, friendship, kindness. We send it. And they just give it back. If you send fear, agony, it's going to happen. But the weird thing is when you're sitting down in the bar and suddenly, you don't want to say nothing to anybody and they have all these talents and you wonder, just being a human, what else could you be? And then they start the shift changers start changing into you wow, you're amazing because you did this. And I said, thank you. Thank you. And the adventure was amazing. It was amazing. And if you're ready, they're ready. They've been ready. They've been waiting for so long. They swear by 2016 or 2016 by January, everyone's going to already know. They're showing us in all of these lights that that's our consciousness. The light is in your heart. The key is in your heart. Sit. We're spinning like these souls, and You watch us from heaven. It's beautiful. We have these lights. They shine up saying, listen to me. We can handle more. Well, they want to give it to us. Well, how do we reach this? It's in our consciousness. You like your Star Wars? Those Jedis are real. There's a lot out there that's so real. And you could be. But here on Earth, the most amazing thing you do is that you show the world we can move forward. Well, I'm not afraid. We're ready. Let's go do this. Let's just get it done. Before it never worked. And they're saying now it's going to. It's going to work. It's going to shock you. And we're going to do this. But they like to go one-on-one because each one of the little spark that we spin around in our hearts, it's got to sit still. It's got to be still, you know? Then you feel the abilities of when they're coming in the room or when they're around you and you think, what is that electrical thing around my face? It's happening.
Wow, you know what? Chalice's testimony is quite incredible and enlightening because I got to say this is Christmas right now. And what she said about hope and friendship, that's important. That's what life's all about, making friends and a collaboration with people around the world. And what better way to do it than talking about that we're not alone in this universe and we're being visited right now. And the mainstream's not letting us know, and they're keeping secrets from us. Chalice worked at her dad worked at Area 51. She's been to Area 51. What happened at Area 51? We got more callers calling in, and we're going to get to them just in a second here. Everybody stand by. Blake Cousins' Third Phase of Moon. And things have just got started. Blake Cousins. We'll be right back.
Third Phase of Moon. Third Phase of Moon.
We are pleased to announce the Third Phase of Moon album is finally featured on iTunes with all your favorite songs and themes you hear on the top UFO channel on YouTube, Third Phase of Moon. Out of This World soundtracks composed by master artist Paul Barrett. With 12 remastered and extended cuts to enjoy. Download them now, exclusive on iTunes. Click the link in the description below. Now listen for yourself, heard by millions around the world, Paul Barrett's album, Third Phase of Moon.